Hello, everyone. It's Steven Schleicher. Welcome to another episode of Critical Hit. Before we get into this week's game, I want to tell you that we've partnered with Metallic Dice Games. They're purveyors of quality dice and dice accessories to offer an exclusive discount to any one of more than 300 options on their site. All you need to do, follow the link in the description and use our discount code podcast10. That's podcast10 for 10% off any new additions to your dice hoard. And man, they've got some really cool ones. If you are a fan of the Critical Hit logo, the red die on the blue background, I would check out their red metal dice that they have because it's a spitting image of our logo. And you can pick that up for a great price. And then get 10% discount on top of that by using the code podcast10 at checkout. Portion of your purchase comes back to us. That's right. A little portion of that purchase comes back to us. That's how an affiliate link works. And that helps support this show. So what are you waiting for? Go check out Metallic Dice Games. Use the link in the show notes. Go check out those red metal dice or the other red die that they have available for you, or anything. They've got some really cool liquid dice as well. Go check them out. Metallic Dice Games. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Welcome to Critical Hit, a Major Spoilers podcast. Thank you so much for downloading and checking us out this week. Kevin, we are still inside the mind of a madman.
I know. Who would have thought that Quentin would be your greatest adversary? Not due to the infection, just because this is what his mind, the inside of his head, is like.
It's not even all of Quentin.
We've been playing with Matthew for how long, and none of us.
So last time
on Critical Hit,
you guys made some good progress on getting to central processing, where supposedly you seem to have pinpointed that as the source of the evil patch that has taken over some of Quentin's programming and subroutines and started changing his personality. So you were just about to head up to you just fought your way through a lobby and got into an elevator, and we're going to go to central processing.
Hooray for central processing.
Yes, so you're in an elevator and the doors close and they have that like Art Deco same style as the lobby, and at the top of the elevator, as you guys all pour in, some of you don't take up that much space, Critic, others take up a lot of space, Vangie. And there's at the top of the elevator, there's the little floor selector, but in this one it's an arrow that gradually changes where it's pointing, except it starts rotating up like a rising sun, except everywhere where it points, instead of there being like a little decal, it's just another screen, which makes you wonder, why wouldn't it just be the one screen? But nope, every time it dings forward, it goes 1 2 3 4 5 and gets to 6. And then it goes as if to move to the next one, but that one also registers as 6. And then finally the floor after that is also 6. And all three of them are lit up in red.
Ah, nice. 666. Do we feel the movement of the elevator?
Sure,
do we feel the up and down movement, or can we feel if we're moving left to right or anything like that?
It is moving up.
Okay. 666, everybody. I don't know if that sounds like a good thing or not.
None of us have religion.
The elevator dings open and you find yourself in a different room. So please place your tokens. I just moved in Roll20 what page you should be on. So please move your tokens to the far right-hand side of this room. It is a sterile server room. There's big processing computers. Everything is kept super clean. There, apart from the elevator, which we'll say is again on that far right-hand side, there's no other points of egress from the room, but on the side opposite you, you do see a figure. So you can see that there's these 4 giant server racks, and there's cooling for all of them, and sterilizers cleaning the air and stuff like that, all in that sort of main room that you are all now in. On the other side of the room, there is a barrier that is transparent. It's like glass wall, and you can see a figure sitting at a control panel, like manning a computer. And that figure looks like this.
It's the devil!
The figure looks a lot like the golden statue that you saw atop a statue version of Quentin outside, except this one is, like 5'10", 6'4", counting the horns. And it has, that red skin with glowing infernal sigils all around it, and it's heavily cybered up with cybernetic attachments to its arm and leg, and kind of embedded armor and wires coming out of its side, and even as it gestures, you can see a cloud of nanites as it moves around. It gives it kind of like the you can't smell anything over here because the air is being constantly purified, but you get this sense that it almost has like an aura of brimstone, except it's made out of nanites.
And a brimstone.
Awesome.
And
so we are in the servers, right? So it looks like in this space we have access to Quentin's servers.
You certainly seem to. Except that computer over on the opposite side probably has a bunch of controls as well.
Brain function.
And the diabolic mastermind turns to you and ominously says, "What's up, fam?"
Hi. I think you're messing with our friend here. Do you mind ceasing all of your actions and step away from the controls?
Oh, bet. But then again, and he flickers some controls, and a bunch of in the corners of the room there are little sensors, cameras, and what have you. And some of them light up and turn red and seem to animate as if they are going to attack you.
Oh, hey, what are those things? Got some cool toys.
Skritic, figure out a way to get me through that wall.
All right.
And so you guys have already rolled initiative. Because this is definitely a hostile encounter in which no one is surprised. So we're going to.
I have a question. Did
Sure.
we get a chance to rest enough to spend
Oh, yeah.
resolve to recover stamina points?
Yeah, we'll say that the
elevator
ride was enough time.
Cool. That's great. And one resolve recovers all your stamina.
One resolve covers all your stamina, though none of your hit points. So if anyone was down hit points, that would take more doing.
Yeah.
I think Amu can help you, but
Being a soldier is so good.
Was anybody down hit points?
No.
I wasn't.
Okay.
So we have the black server racks, correct? And then it looks like there's like some glass partition in between them.
Yep. And these little sensors in the corners that are maybe about to be hostile.
Yeah, so I was curious as to where we can move in this room. Obviously, the black areas are, terrain. But what's this glass area? Is that something we have access to?
So you can kind of move. Right now, your area, like everything, is limited to basically within the square established by those 4 sensors. Those glass. Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. The glass kind of between the racks.
Mm-hmm.
That would need to be opened up to get you kind of like access to
okay.
the racks. But yes, those are viable squares. Someone would just have to open it either with force, which could damage the contents, or with precision.
And is this a door over here on this end?
It seems to be a sealed. Well, it does seem to be that wall could open up. It looks like it's all glass to you. It doesn't look like there's a door, but presumably there would be a way in and out of there.
All right, gotcha. Thank you.
Do I have my brain?
You do, more or less, as much as you ever do.
We're standing in it.
Okay. We're 4 episodes in. You can stop that. That's just cool.
I have a question. Can in like the servers don't necessarily square up with the grid? Can I stand here?
Yeah, that's fine. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm guessing similarly like here?
Sure. Yep, that's also fine.
Okay. And that's on the ground next to the server.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks.
Ure, no problem. All right. Any other map-related questions? No? All right. Then, Vangi, your hostility is rewarded by you knew that you were going to have to charge out of this elevator, so you came out ready to go.
All right. Then I'm going to go, these little sensors look hostile, so I'm going to move over to here and stab one with my pike and see what happens.
Okay, only you can reach it. Normally, they would be out of melee reach.
Cool. But I've got a reach weapon.
But you have a reach weapon.
Sweet. That did not work. Well, but so it would be an 18 to hit, though.
That hits.
Cool. Then they will take. Let me take a little look. Sorry. 17 cold damage.
17 cold damage. All right, so that fritzes and fries one of the sensors, and that one goes offline. And you think it's also not when it collapses that they probably have little laser beams attached to them as well.
Good to
Laser
know.
guns. Yep.
Watch out! I think they've got lasers.
Doesn't everything? Quentin.
Everything in my mind has lasers, including the lasers. Okay, so this is my brain. Does that give me any advantage on knowing what in Akaton is going on in this little room?
That is an excellent question, Matthew. That really is. So first of all, when you walk around here, it's like you can feel. It's like almost reverb inside your mind. So it's like you can feel people's footsteps inside your skull. You think that damage done here to like these servers could hurt you in some as yet unclear way, but like it would be damage to your brain.
That's what I was.
So these servers are probably not something that we want to attack. But how do I feel about that wall over there?
That wall doesn't have that same resonance to you, but this place does. Like if this place were to say catch fire or something like that, that would be a problem.
Okay. So what you're saying, is there a standing wave of effect in my brain? Okay. So catching fire, that happens from lasers. And there's a drone. The this little drone. This is one of my drone selves. When Van killed that drone,
Yeah.
was there any sort of feedback or negative effect on me? Did I feel that, or does that seem to be something external related to that man of wealth and taste over there?
It they definitely, now that you look at them, look like kind of evil little mini Quentins. But
evil little mini Quentins. Tiny little Quentins shooting lasers.
It didn't hurt you, but you can kind of feel it jingling around.
Okay. So destroying it didn't necessarily seem to cause me damage, but I definitely know that they're in here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try and see if I can, like this one right here, this tiny little one. I'm going to attempt to control it with my computer mind. I'm going to talk to the thing inside of Quentin.
Are you going to try to seize control of it by your elite computer hacking skills?
Let's see. Are those elite enough? Or I could, you know what I could do?
Leadish.
I'm pretty elite, but I'm not like elite. I don't suppose there's any way I could reason with it. I could explain to it. I could explain to it how it is me and I am it. And I would like to see, could I make a diplomacy to try and explain to it?
Absolutely.
Explain to it the ship of Theseus.
Yeah, yes, exactly. We are one. So what I shall do is I shall say to this tiny me, please allow me to introduce myself. I'm going to be doing devil riffs tonight, so stick around for the golden fiddles. And I'm going to say, let us reason together. And I'm going to ask it why the porridge bird lays its eggs in the air. And I'm going to go like, pow, I'm only going to get a 19.
19. All right. So you start persuading it, and it whirls about and stares at you. And for a little while, it starts to mimic your face. Its body is all red, still titanium, but red, and its LEDs all seem to light up that kind of orangey gold color. So it's a little creepy, but it seems to be just mimicking you as opposed to doing anything else. So that could be something.
Could be good. So as it's aware. Going to explain to we live our life. There's no tomorrow, and all we've got that we had deal. That's what we're going to do.
So did you want to move, Quentin?
Where can I move him that wouldn't be stupid?
I mean, you could. So, we all seen that these guys have lasers?
I mean, we haven't seen it. Evangi just said that was true.
Oh, okay. All right. So, any place where you have cover from some of them might be a good place to move.
Yeah, like so you could like move to like by where Evangi and Amu are.
Mm-hmm.
Quentin seems to be heading off in the other direction over by Bob, which is totally fine. So
I was thinking about placing myself in between the laser and the brain panel.
And considering you and only you so far know that seems entirely reasonable. Would you like to shout anything about your brain to the team?
Yes. Oh, team, this is my brain. Hang on. Let me actually get in character. These servers represent my interior functions. Damage to them will be damage to me. Please proceed accordingly.
So don't randomly blow things up?
Strategically blow things up.
No blowing up. Try to keep it to a minimum.
Minimum blowing up, yes.
Minimum blowing up.
Precisely blowing up. Targeted blowing up.
Targeted blowing up. There you go.
So at that, the devil on the other side of the room turns, pulls up a chair and kind of actually it's a stool, so they can sit kind of like backwards on it, and keeping one eye over their shoulder looking at you while typing furiously with one hand and some cybernetic appendages. And as it starts to speak, it says, "My name," and then the cloud of nanites form a black fedora on its head with holes for its horns, is Black Hat.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta say, I'm pretty used to living rent-free in Quentin's head. So let me introduce a friend of mine, and a troll appears. It gets summoned.
Oh, no.
It gets summoned by a bunch of clouds of nanites, and it has a phone in one hand and a giant club in the other, and it's scrolling on its phone, and then it glances up at you guys, and it says, "I haven't even bothered with this season of Drifters." And then it charges.
Oh, I hate trolls.
But you do recognize us.
All right. So yeah, it's going to go to there and charge. It looks like Skritic.
Ah!
Sorry, I did not see the spontaneously generated troll coming, or I would have done a better job at a cat tanking.
And it will try to maul you.
That sounds fun. Me with a club, and then club me with a maul.
What is your kinetic armor class, Skritic?
It is 26.
Wow! It slams its maul into the elevator doors behind you, and the maul actually gets stuck, and so it momentarily tries to pull the maul out, and then it just leaves it there, and goes back to paying attention mostly to its phone, but it does threaten with one of its claws in case any of you move nearby.
I see.
And that will bring up Skritic.
This does seem to be a large guy. Sorry. I think I got some things about slipping by bigger guys, but
like moving through their squares.
yeah.
Yosoki powers activate.
I'm trying to see if it'd actually be honestly all that advantageous right now, but I'm also seeing if I got any sort of particularly fire things, which I don't think so.
Yeah, like we said before, fire. Fire is great in this room.
Would it stop me, though? And so does he... would I be able to know, would he have threatened to reach?
He definitely seems to be threatening you.
Okay. So if I do try to scamper away, he might take a swing at me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was not anticipating troll.
That's okay. Surprise charge by troll.
Who really was?
Yes.
Well,
What's
I had this encounter designed, so.
Yeah, always expect trolls.
I guess.
How's your bluff?
My bluff is okay.
Wow.
Definitely not one of my power skills, but
I'm gonna say you could tell it that like piezo site updated, and then when it gets distracted, you could stab it.
Oh man.
It's pretty good. Still trying. Yeah.
Would you like to delay a moment until perhaps after your ally Hecubino goes, who's about to go next?
You know what? Yeah. I think I need to reevaluate the situation and.
Yep, you've been taught when you were young the stories of the trolls, and now Hecubino, you notice your friend is a little freaked out, being cornered by one. So how do you help him out?
Do I try to disintegrate the troll, or do I try to go for the boss?
The boss.
Okay, I'll go for the boss.
Okay.
Just so you know, that wall will block the effects of most. Like if you were to shoot a laser or something like that, it would hit the wall. Now you have spells, so
yeah,
you can target him with various things. Not rays. A ray would still hit the wall, but like a mind blast, I don't think requires that. So
right, yeah. Okay, so I am going to run, go 1, 2, 2, 3. That's as far as I can go. So I'll go here.
Okay, that will provoke.
From the troll?
Yeah.
Oh.
It can reach you, but
okay.
You'll be doing your allies a favor by using up its attack of opportunity.
Well, there you go. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Then it will claw at you. What's your kinetic armor class? Ooh, never mind. I don't need to know. Because you are critically hit.
Oh no.
Ouch.
Yep. So, what would be something that Hecubino would find particularly devastating?
You mean physically?
No, I mean emotionally.
What would break his heart the most?
What would break his heart the most? I don't know. A grassroots campaign saying that Bald is out.
Yeah. He is posted something on the he's posted some really, really savage memes on your fandom forums.
Mm-hmm.
As he backhandedly claws you. So 9, 18 plus 4 is 22 damage. And
fish hooks.
The critical effect is a critical wound, which I have to look up real quick.
Oh no.
Yeah. Because weapon criticals in Starfinder have special things. So why don't you give me a fortitude save?
Okay. 16.
Okay. Cool. It hit you pretty badly in one of your legs.
Mm-hmm.
So for this turn, you suffer minus 10 feet speed, but that ends at the end of this turn.
Okay. Well, ouch. So yeah, I will move. Minus 10, you said?
Yep.
So then we'll go.
After that swipe,
One.
it is now using 2 of its gigantic hands on a phone. The phone is probably the size of like a tablet, but it looks tiny, and it's no longer paying. Like it occasionally glances up and sneers at you guys, but it's no longer threatening anyone.
Oh, hang on a second. Before that, I'm gonna spend a resolve point to deal some damage to it.
Ooh, using your psychic.
My Mindbreaker abilities. Share pain. Whenever foe deals damage to you, you can spend 1 resolve point to shift the pain back. It can make a will save to reduce the damage from the attack. unless it succeeds at a will save, reduce the damage from the attack by your mystic level to a maximum of the attack's damage, and the foe takes an equal amount of damage.
Okay. It fails. So your mystic level is 7, right?
Yep.
So
So,
you take 7 less damage, and it takes 7. And it recoils from that damage, and it kind of goes, "Ugh, you call that a clapback?"
Don't call it a clapback.
Yep. And then I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20. And let me see if I don't think I'm going to be within range. 25 feet plus 5 feet per 2 levels. That's going to be 30 feet. So I am not 30 feet away from that guy. So instead, I will... Yeah, I'll try to hit the troll. So I'll do a mind thrust on the troll.
Okay. And that's again what DC? I know I just made it before, but
No, that's all right. The DC is 18.
troll's worst save. Okay, so it fails. What happens?
Just takes like 7d10 damage.
Oof. We'll roll it. 7d10. That is a
I thought
lot.
70-10 is 80.
That is a lot
Only in
of damage.
7d10.
Only in French.
Only
Oh,
in
my bad.
Hobbit.
41 damage.
Oh, geez. All right. So suddenly
Dang.
that troll is like flickering in and out of existence. It is blinking red, literally. What psychic agony did you inflict upon the troll that is, again, visible to all as your mind powers are in this realm?
I released a very a very incriminating fan email from this troll to Talos. Talking about how like he knows it's cool that fans aren't allowed to get with drifters, but like if if it wasn't if that wasn't the case, like you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, my credibility and the infosphere. What about all of my karma points?
Yep.
Top commenter status. Firsties.
Yeah, he's definitely getting his mod privileges revoked from a few channels.
All right. So with that, does Skritic snap out of it and seize the moment now?
Yeah, I think seeing Hecubino get pretty walloped there, I think that kind of snaps me out of it and goes, I need to do something about this guy, and basically points behind him, go, what's Talos doing here? And try to roll bluff.
I'll definitely give you a +2 circumstance bonus on that for
Following up.
Yep. So go ahead and give me that bluff check.
All right. So 18 with the +2, which I believe my DC is 20 plus the challenge level, so I'm not going to get the trick.
No, you won't get the trick. I will say you can use that bluff to create a diversion to hide if you want.
I might do that. Still checking. Yeah, I think I will pretty much also follow Hecubino, come around here, and
like, what?
start
Not
seeing...
Talos! That guy's crazy!
Start trying to find a way to get into the servers.
All right. So yeah, you can you made a bluff check, you moved, you can make a stealth check as part of your movement to hide behind those
Alrighty.
servers because you also created a diversion.
Heck yeah. I will try that then.
And if you want, you can even pull out items as part of that movement as well. Ooh, nice stealth. Yeah, that's very good. The troll definitely loses track of you.
31.
And you could even store them in your cheek pouches so that you still have your weapons out, but also basically have tools accessible if that's something. If you were trying to get access to these servers, I'm not sure if that's something you were trying to do or not.
Yeah, I think I'm going to start trying to get in there. Yeah, sure. I'll get some thieves' tools ready.
All right. With some of those thieves' tools poking out of your adorable but deadly cheeks, then it becomes, let's see here, Bob.
All right. Bob is going to, let's see. I'm going to run around to here behind the server racks. Bloop.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to see if I can remote hack into these servers.
Great.
Using my computers. I'm going to flip open my little access port and try to wirelessly hack the server to see if I can knock or at least reroute some of the controls that the Devil Man is doing.
Black Hat.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
26. The DC is 23.
Nice. So you gain access. He's definitely got there's routines and subroutines and subroutines running here because you are now engaged in a hacking battle with this devil. Since you're actually basically plugged in here, even though it's a remote hack, you are able to identify a couple of things. First of all, this is a hacker devil. You realize that's what it's doing. It is the evil patch. It is the force that's corrupting Quentin, or at least in this particular instance. And the other forces are like video games or whatever.
Capitalism.
But you also can identify that it is currently sealing off the room. So that's something you could try to engage in a opposed computers check with it to open the room. You can also try to fight it for control over the little mini Quentin laser sensors, or you can try to disrupt its basically conjured creation, which is the troll. Those are all valid things for you to try to do.
Okay. Can I do one of those now? Or do I need to wait for my next?
Well, you moved and established your connection. So yeah, you can attempt it now, and it will be an opposed computers check.
I think I'm going to try to unseal the room.
Okay.
Smart.
26 again.
But it has a 28.
Sure
Sure it does.
Guy.
I shout. I let it be known that this is the patch that we need to shut down, knowing that there is somebody that has some medical stuff that he might be able to provide an antivirus for.
Totally works that way.
Yes.
He's in here. He is the antivirus.
I'm the antivirus.
And the Black Hat will say, "You're trying to hack me? That ain't it, Chief."
I pull out my mug that says Black Hat Tears, and I take a sip.
All right. Amu. The doctor who has
boy.
Cures for what ails you.
So, Hecubino's not looking great, I'm assuming, after taking that hit.
No problem. How bad off is Hecubino looking? Is he bloodied?
As far as stamina, no.
Okay.
He's
He's
above.
still
He's
got-
above half.
Yep. Okay. So,
Vengi, you're going to deal with the big thing, right?
The troll, yeah, I'll try to finish him off.
Okay. We'll take down the lasers then.
Seems reasonable.
Can I reach the laser that's up there from right here? I have a reach weapon.
yes,
Okay.
that's right. I forgot. It's
Cool.
not only Vengi with a reach weapon.
Yeah. We're going to use my merciful capture pole.
Nice.
Just
That
fine. If you want
one-
to make it your pet, I'll support you.
That one, just so you know, seems to still be mimicking Quentin. So before you move over there, that one of all of them seems the least hostile.
No. Before I move over there then, Quentin, which of these do we need to take down? Gesturing to all three of them at the same time.
Presumably
You'll
all of them
probably
except for the one.
need
Sorry.
to take care of all of them. This one is currently enthralled. Are there any others you can easily reach?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. I assume there's like no rush or run action or anything like that, where I could move double and still take a normal action. Actually, can I charge? How far can I move on a charge? How does a charge work in Starfinder? I don't know if this happened, and if it has, I definitely wasn't paying that much attention.
So there are full actions, and charging is one that lets you move double your speed and make a melee attack at the end of it. You have to move at least 10 feet, and it must be directly towards your designated opponent, though diagonal movement is allowed. You need a straight line, basically, though. So
Would I be able to charge to this spot? I think that would be within reach.
yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay.
And you have to stop at the first square that you could make the attack in, so it would technically be this square.
Works for me. Do I get a bonus on this roll for charging?
I will give you a +7 bonus because it's my brain. Ooh.
In fact, no, you don't. You take a -2 penalty.
Crap.
Really?
Yeah, you have to be like a special type of soldier to not get that penalty. Charging is a pain in the butt.
That's obnoxious.
Well, you do get to double move, though.
Yeah, you get to double move and attack. They decided double move and attack was good enough. They didn't need to also give you a bonus on the attack.
Okay. Ha! Who needs a bonus?
Nice.
Scott.
20.
2 can crit in this game.
Yes.
All right. So roll double damage. And you can make it all merciful if you want and knock that evil Quentin out. Evil Quentin robot laser
Yeah, that
projection
seems-
inside his mind.
We've identified these as like actually being of the devil, right?
You know,
think
that's
so.
that's a pretty metaphysical question.
I mean, well, Vangi destroyed the one, and I still remember 5th grade, so I feel like it's still pretty positive. So
Right. Well, it's more of a. Are these things supposed to be in here at all, Quentin?
no.
Okay. This is a virus, and I will eradicate it to the best of my ability. Is the plus or is my strength also doubled on this, or the?
Yes.
Woo. Wow.
Oh,
Oh wow! It somehow
Robert.
survived. It survives a critical hit. Oh,
How can you?
the old min damage crit.
Brutal.
How?
wow.
Oh,
After such a cool line about eradicating it as a virus, too.
right?
Oh,
Nat
turns
20
and laser
followed by
blasts you.
2 nat ones is hurtful.
it laser blasts you in the facial area.
Okay.
Do you have a face?
It's a facial area.
Sometimes.
Sort of. Sometimes.
It gets hung up on that and misses.
Yay.
Its facial
However-
recognition software is not advanced enough.
It does blast the servers right behind you. And some of them start shorting. So, Quentin, by your hit points, make like a little special area that you're going to keep track. And write down 7 in that special area. This has nothing to do with your stamina. It's only your hit points. And if ever that number equals your hit points, or gets close to equaling it, feel free to shout out, because you can feel this eating away at your mind. But when it reaches your hit point total, something very bad will happen to you. Okay? It's like a special bonus damage track that only you have.
Ooh, fancy.
Right?
Should
man.
feel special.
You're so lucky.
Warning, bad quite was damage that.
And this one will take its action to continue mimicking you. It doesn't seem to be fully convinced to join your side, but it has become non-hostile as it's more curious than anything else. This one will, however, turn and fire on Bob. Bob, what's your energy armor class?
My EAC total is 18.
Well, you are hit for 8 points of fire damage.
Son of a...
Fire bad.
I try rubbing the fire off, trying to get it turned off by rubbing it on the edge of the server.
Fortunately, when it catches you full on center mass like that, it doesn't cause much splash damage to the servers.
Way to take one for the team.
And wrapping back around, it's Vangie time.
All right. Well, I promised I would handle this troll, so she will step up and say, "I'm putting the banhammer down on you," and smack him with her pike.
Okay,
I've got a 21 to hit
that hits.
for 23 damage.
All right, 23, and some of that's frost damage, right?
Correct.
All right, so you freeze it and chop off its hand. That's one of its hands that's holding the phone, and it collapses to the ground in front of you.
And she'll share her spear menacingly at the hacker devil.
Would you like to move? You can move through its squares.
I already had to move to get into.
You moved to get it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Quentin, looks like your allies are doing their best to avoid damage to your brain's insides, but it is up to you. What are you going to do?
So Bob tried to hack in.
No, Bob did hack into.
Bob did hack in to boning
Your
the
brain.
face.
No, your brain.
Don't hack into my brain.
Too late. He totally
Too
did.
late.
Is there any way for me to take advantage of that and try to use it to attack the devil?
You could
Since we are all in fact linked through Bob's hacking in the first place.
Ooh, since you are linked to your own brain, what if we attack you? Could that do damage to the hacker devil?
I like this plan.
Quentin dies. Does the hacker devil die in your mind?
If Quentin dies, you all die. I normally don't make pronouncements like that in front of the GM, but I'm like,
pretty
no.
sure Penelope Cruz shows up and tells us to wake up, and then we're all okay.
So you could go coordinate your attacks with Bob, and I would count this as either you can also participate and make computers checks against the Hacker Devil, basically using Bob's connection, or you can bolster Bob's connection by basically advising him. And I would say that we'll steal because I just prefer it. We'll steal a mechanic from 5th Ed and say that Bob would have advantage, that is to say, roll twice, take the better, on his next check for your aiding him.
Or maybe you could just blast that thing that set fire to me.
Or that. There is another one of those.
Let's blast the thing that set fire to him, and also try to convince the one that's in my thrall to also blast the thing that set fire to it.
Well, I'll let you.
It's doing what I do, so I'm going to try to demonstrate this behavior and see if it will follow, because it's doing what I'm doing.
Diplomacy check. Diplomacy check is a move action first. I'll allow it. I mean, I'm allowing you to make the check. I'm not. Oh, jeez.
Very good.
Okay.
This is what happens when you let Matthew do things.
I'm allowing you to make the check, then immediate regret.
Hey, man, it was a 2-year subplot that one time I did it in your game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you killed me.
And
all right.
Never use the dog.
He didn't actually kill me. He just sent me away and didn't let anybody say my name. Hi.
Would you like to attack the laser bot?
I would like to attack the laser bot. Hang on. I need to find the bonus on my plasma from it. What is my ranged attack? Is it a 9? My ranged attack is a 9. Okay. Math is hard.
Well, so, I know what that would be. And
that's a 14.
That misses, but go ahead and roll another d20 for me.
Okay.
That also misses. So your shot goes into the wall, and your little companion also turns to the wall and shoots the wall.
Back at a job
mimicking you exactly.
Pinpoint accuracy, the exact same spot. That's funny. Now, did I forget like my birthday party in the 8th grade, or that time that the kid who had the face like a lawnmower because he was a lawnmower tried to beat me up?
Fortunately, no. The servers aren't in your line of fire.
Okay, good.
Yep. So there was no incidental damage there. All right, so that's Quentin. So now it's the Hacker Devil, Black Hat. But first, the troll stands up. He's like, "Are you kidding me? I'm a freaking troll." And it picks up its hand, reattaches it to the stump, and then keeps playing on its phone and turns to bite Vanky.
Okay.
I mean,
yep. I don't have any knowledge for knowing how to defeat trolls, I suppose. Or what would I even be in this setting? Like survival?
I mean, no one has attempted to make any sort of roll, but I would say culture would be fine. I'm actually so comfortable with troll being widely known that it's just known.
Fair enough.
But I don't think it would have mattered given the context of last round.
No,
it's not like
fair.
People were. But yes, we'll just say it's
keep him
commonly
down.
known.
Okay, gotta burn this guy or acid him. My EAC, I'm guessing you want, or
I want your KAC.
KAC is 25.
Misses with its bite, which I think is all it gets because it had to stand.
Sure.
Okay. That is it for the troll, but the Black Hat also can take actions. And it is going to
Summoners are jerks.
It's going to start rewiring Amu. And
Oh no.
yeah, it says, Amu, you seem a little extra. So why not play that up? And it starts hacking into your DNA like a computer program. Why don't you
Oh God,
make
it's a biohacker.
Well, Amu's the biohacker.
Yeah, well, I know it's
hacking a biohacker.
They're all
Make a will
Digiforms,
save.
So
Will save.
Yep.
Boo.
How much hack could a biohacker hack if the biohacker could hack?
16.
Let us find out if that is not good enough.
Yeah.
Make a fortitude save.
Okay.
Nope.
Ooh.
All right. So, strands of Amu start reforming and becoming cold and rigid, and metallic. Amu's body starts becoming like visibly more robotic. Their voice starts sounding tinny and halting, and their movements are jerky, and even it's their normal attempts to like be have a recognizable face or project emotions, like perhaps what colors they're changing. All of those start be like kind of fading, and it starts becoming more and more stilted and robotic. You take 11 slashing damage as your internal organs are shifting and transforming to become more like components of a robot. You also take a -2 penalty to all sense motive checks, charisma-based and dexterity-based skill and ability checks, and you are flat-footed, which gives you a penalty to AC, and you can't take reactions.
How much damage was it?
It was 11, and it's continuing, so it seems like you're going to have to make fortitude saves basically every turn, or take more damage as your DNA continues to be rewritten. All right. Yep. So that is the Black Hat, and that'll bring up Hecubino.
Would you say that this thing that's happening to Amu is a condition?
Sure, yeah.
Or like a greater condition?
So there are conditions like Amu has the flat-footed condition. That just is a condition. There are other conditions like, say, I don't know, poisoned, or I'm trying to think of what are actual good examples.
Right.
Grappled, nauseated, off kilter, off target. Those are conditions. He is under the effects of a spell.
Okay. So if I use remove condition on him, maybe I could like get one of those things to stop happening.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, remove condition would make him, for instance, not flat-footed if you want. I would also let you basically help him make another fortitude save, which will only help him lower the damage, but...
Well, what do we think is more important? Helping Amu or seeing if I can deal 7d10 to this guy? All right, we'll help
I think
Amu.
the troll, honestly, I think
Not
do
the
whatever
troll,
you want.
the devil.
The devil.
Oh, the devil?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question of whether
The troll is still blinking red,
Yeah,
by the
I
way,
mean,
because
so
it
he just needs
only
to take,
regenerate a little.
he just needs to take a little bit of fire or acid damage. Which I can do on my turn if no one else has it before then. But yeah, you could try to hit the Black Hat if your power works like line of sight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably worth it. Just treat this guy like Glitch, man.
So
just like focus on the big thing.
What does your team co-captain shout to you then, Vangie?
Yeah, Vangie will say, I got the troll, you got the devil.
5, 10, 15, 20. I'll move here, and I believe now he is within range. Yep. So I will use a Mind Thrust at level 3, which is a DC 18 will save.
So this one makes it.
Okay. So he'll take half.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that for me.
34.
So I will take 17.
Yes.
All right. It seems what form does that damage take from the mind thrust?
The form of a giant slur.
It takes the form of an illusion of a big butt slowly coming down and sitting on his fedora.
What? Going for my hat? This hat drips. You better vibe check, man. All right. Is Skritic.
All right.
I want to know how much time you spent looking up this slang.
Even worse, I suspect he didn't have to.
One thing I'm wanting to do is get access to see if I can help hack in to open up the glass wall. So I don't know if I can just get into it with my datapad now, or if I need to open up this glass case, or what do I need to do here to?
You have a couple of different options. You could hack into you could open up the glass case and get access to the servers and start making computers checks.
Okay.
Which that all seems like a viable action you could take right now from where you're at. Or you could try to go over to the glass wall and start making checks at where you suspect the door would be, which would probably be somewhere around here.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if there's actual interface on this side. Let me see. It is 40 squares away. 40
feet. That is
40 feet away. Yeah. I think I'm just going to try to get into this cabinet and try to help Bob out.
Nice. Yeah, so why don't you go ahead and give me your
computers?
Well, so here's the thing. Would you like to make the skill check yourself, or would you like to basically aid Bob? And
I'm wanting to aid Bob.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then give me the engineering check to get access, because you don't have the remote hacking stuff that Bob has to be able to access it without opening up these panels. But you do have the tools to open them up.
All right. I will start opening it up with my Thief's tools and rolling engineering for...
Yep, good enough.
All right, 23. Yay.
Yay. You gain access to it, and you're tapped into the system, and you can start aiding Bob by... weirdly enough, it seems like Quentin is also kind of aiding, as you can... you're kind of like playing like a little game of Simon, where there's like lights popping and you need to, bop them in the correct sequence.
Tower Hanoi puzzle. I hate those things.
Okay. That will bring up Bob.
Okay. I still think opening the door and trying to get to the devil is prime importance for everyone else. So I'm going to continue to use the system and try to unseal the room. And so fortunately, I can tell that Skritic is in there trying to help me out. But I'm also going to use my ability called Bypass, which gives me a +2 to my computers and engineering's checks.
Nice.
Now, is he also providing me a bonus?
Yes. So I'm going to say that he provides you roll twice, take the higher D20 roll.
Okay.
Advantage.
All right. So add +2 to these and take the highest of them. So first one is a 24. The second one is a 23.
Okay. And I have to roll much lower. Wow. I rolled very low. Okay, that's like the second worst number I could have rolled. Well, the door starts sliding open, and as it does, alarms start going off, indicating that it is no longer, and like there's a voiceover in a weird Quentinish voice, saying like, security seal broken, containment, leak, and
Ooh.
yes, the lights turn off except for security lights, which are all now flickering red, as the servers are flickering red, and everything else has appropriate mood lighting.
Ooh, spooky in here.
Security breach. Activate
Security
mood
breach.
lighting. Activate
Yes.
mood lighting.
Thank you.
Secondary ring lights engaged. Background music 40%.
Increase BPM.
Oh man, that song bops, says Black Hat.
That guy.
Oh, he's a wacky funster who has to die.
Okay, Boomer. So, Bob, you still have a move action.
No, I'm going to stay here because I'm connected to the
Mhm.
server. So I wonder if there's something else I can do. I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just yeah. That's what I will do. I will just sit here and go, we're coming for you.
Amu, you are up. Did I mention that your movement speeds are all halved? Not sure if I mentioned that, but that's also true.
Hey, when did that happen?
Well, that was his herky-jerky, his body being rewired.
This is when we started getting turned into a robot.
Oh
Mhm.
man, the worst
Beep,
one
boop,
for
beep.
the half speed.
I'm sorry, Robert. You must now talk like this because you are a robot.
Okay.
Thank you. Drive through.
Look, we can only handle 2 robots in the party.
We would like to.
Everyone is robots. Beep, boop, boo, doop.
Domo arigato.
Domo arigato.
Try and finish off the robot orb thing, laser shooters.
The one you critically hit last round?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
My melee
I'm
attack
on.
and my fortitude save are the same number.
Ooh, nice. That definitely hits.
All right. There we go.
Yeah, that non-critical hit that did way more damage than the critical hit. Yes, you have destroyed another tiny part of Quentin. Or maybe the devil. Who knows?
Hopefully the devil.
But yes, you have taken down that laser bot. And you still have a move action as well.
Can I use that move action to try and repair the circuitry behind me?
That would take up more like a full action, I'd say.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Think we're probably just going to pass at that point because the
Sounds
boosters
good.
take, yeah.
All right, then we still have a hostile laser shooting mini Quentin who will take aim at Bob and fire.
No.
Bob, what is your EAC?
My EAC is 18.
Well, you'll be happy to know you're missed.
Yay, I dodge.
Unfortunately, that fire damage blasts into the server next to you.
Oh.
Quentin, could you go ahead and add 6 to that special number?
Good.
Oh no.
Stop dodging. Just take the hits.
Quentin, you're definitely starting to feel this. Feel it in your memory banks.
Tracy.
You've lost all of season 9 of Drifters. For whatever reason.
No.
That season's gone.
That wasn't a good season anyway.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. That's the one where they put in the thing, like that
Yeah.
thing that they kept doing. Yeah.
With the rotating.
Sorry, it's the only one I've seen.
Yeah, and then the really annoying guy.
Yeah, that guy sucked.
With the face on his
I
head
mean,
and the
I'll
elbow
give him-
halfway
I'll
up his
give
arm.
it- I'll give it to them for trying something new, but I'm glad they got rid of it.
That is it for I think that's it for everybody. So with the new mood lighting and mood music, Vangie
Actually, it wasn't
face off with a troll.
so bad in this system. But what I'm gonna do is she's gonna take her pike and like wrap her prehensile tail around it, so it's just like kind of holding it, but not wielding it. And then move action to pull out her Efreet burner. And I'm gonna try to aim it as precisely as possible. And basically, like if I have to get myself in the troll rather than getting the terrain in the troll, I would prioritize that.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So you try to set up this elaborate shot. So what's the range? So how does that you're pulling out a flamethrower, to be clear?
Yes.
It's okay. Quentin,
She's gonna do like a pool move. She's gonna reflect it off. Bing, 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 bing.
I mean, the other alternative. You put a troll.
Is that a cone?
It is a line, I believe. Let me double check that.
how long a line is it?
If it's a line, you can probably do
Well, she would
like
have
a
to take
5 foot.
She'd have to do a guarded step, but I believe that is a move action in
which
this system.
yeah,
She
which
doesn't have.
which she took to draw, right?
Yeah, that is correct. So it's a blast. Let me take a look. So yeah, it's a cone that extends only to its first range increment, which is its range is 15.
So it's a 15-foot cone. So let's see.
Yeah, you know what? Seems just too likely.
You're like, no.
Kill Quentin.
Who has a plasma pistol? Who has something that deals fire damage?
I have a plasma rifle.
Oh, that just
I too
does
have a
fire
plasma
damage.
rifle.
All right, maybe
It does something like that.
Electric plus fire on a plasma rifle.
That would count.
So
Okay.
one of you guys shoot the troll on your turn as well, and then maybe we don't take out the flamethrower.
Yep, that's fair. All right, let's back that up then.
So Vangie goes for the flamethrower, and Hecubino gives her a look.
Yeah, it's like, So yeah, so we have these doors are open now.
That's correct. This is over here. This is no longer a wall. It has entirely slid open.
Then she's actually just gonna like shake her head at the troll and be like, "I don't got time for haters," and I'm going to nimble juggernaut get out of here. So I'm gonna.
What does that even mean?
Well, I have. I can make a charge as a standard action without penalties.
Wow.
And my movement speed is extremely fast. Let me double check exactly what it is. It's 40.
Well, but there is a troll in your way.
So I can't move through his spaces, huh?
Can you tumble as part of a charge?
No, I don't think that's a thing I can do. Fine, I'm gonna have to drop him and then move.
Yeah.
Oh, Matthew. Okay.
Continue.
Cool. Then yeah, I will stab the troll. My plan is then to stab the troll and then run up. So let's start with that. Because he's still blinking red, so hopefully I can just drop him with a hit.
Okay.
So I've got a 20.
Otherwise, he's right in your way.
Yep, exactly. So I've got a 23 to hit him
Yep, hits.
for 19 cold damage.
Down he goes.
All right, then I'm going to step over his trolley body and get out of here.
Okay, go for it.
1 second. So move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Almost.
Yep.
Not quite in range.
Mm-hmm.
All right, is that
ready
for
enough.
you, Vangie?
That is it for me.
All right. Quentin.
Okay.
Black Hat's like, sometimes I feel like you're the main character here.
Quentin is going to shoot him a steely glance. or a quadro titanium-y glance. All right, so that thing that behind him, is that my face brain, basically?
Yeah.
So if I were to like shoot him from here with a rocket,
Yeah, do it.
and miss, basically it could literally just like nuke my brain from orbit. Is what we're saying.
These servers are probably the single most vulnerable part of you, but that control panel would probably also do something. Yeah.
That control panel.
Which being this whole computer array back here that he's standing in front of.
Does it look familiar? If I were like just looking at that, would it be like something where I would know what it is?
You could intuitively use it.
But I'd have to get up close, and
yes,
I'd have to get like within spitting distance of Mr. Biff Estopheles. Hang on, I'm checking my.
So far, he has seemed more of a blaster summoner than a person who goes in melee, but you never know.
You never know.
So if I had, sorry, did not mean to do that. I was trying to do the thing. How do I undo that?
Blood.
Controls.
How do I undo that?
Control Z is usually your friend, and otherwise, don't worry about it.
But what if there's a chicken? Okay. I'm shooting him. Look.
You know, here's the thing. It kind of makes sense. A giant red glowing line appears in the floor for no reason because Quentin's slowly losing his mind.
Aren't we all?
Okay.
Well, he's losing it faster when it gets hit by lasers.
I was trying to measure the distance between me and...
Well, it's exactly the distance of that line you drew.
I hate you so much right now. You called me a boomer. I am Generation X, you student.
That generation
we were
doesn't
millennials before
exist.
millennials were millennials. Okay, so I'm far away.
You can't move.
Yeah, but I tried to move my thing, and I ended up drawing a line on the screen. So, wait, here. Okay, so I'm going to move over here. Whoop, and the line's going to stay there. Okay, good. Good, I've ruined the map.
The troll is down on the ground, by the way. It is not threatening anyone, and you can move over it because it's not currently active.
So we're going to get through this whole turn, and no one's going to shoot the troll.
I'm sorry, did you say not currently active? Does that mean dead?
No.
Well, it's a troll. It's been this way before.
Yeah, someone needs to do fire or acid damage to it, otherwise it's going to get back up. But the only way I can do it is
Did
with
you say
flame.
fire or Matthew damage? Because I can do nothing but Matthew damage.
Acid.
Oh, all right. What if I just like it's just lying on the floor, it's come undone. What if I just like destroy its sweater and light it on fire?
Would it gry it?
Yeah.
Do you have any weapon that deals fire damage?
I have several weapons that deal fire damage. I have my plasma rifle. Oh crap!
Hey,
sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
We traded out my other weapon, so I have one weapon.
Honestly, Matthew, if you have the same red plasma rifle as I do, shift back a square because that item has line, so you can hit the troll and you can hit the black hat at the same time.
Oh,
and
but do I have the range?
It is a line. It keeps going until it hits something that it can't get through.
Well, that might be Vangie, but yeah.
Is it the same rifle?
If he shifts back to here, he's got a direct line of sight all the way from the troll to here.
The same rifle because that's what we had. It's a level 6 Red Star plasma rifle.
Yep, that's it.
I see him here. So how would there be a line? Yeah, all lines lead through Vangie.
Then there must be something because that's what I was saying is
he's just trying to shoot from like this is just Quentin shooting at the troll, not shooting at the devil, right?
Shoot at the devil.
Oh, okay. So I had to refresh. I had to refresh my screen on what I was looking at. The devil was one up higher. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. I see.
I mean, I've shot Vangie before with the red plasma laser, so I mean,
Yeah, honestly,
and-
shoot if you want to shoot through. Devils tend to be fire resistant, so I wouldn't necessarily even care about the devil. Just your real goal here is to keep the troll down.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to nuke the troll from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Would you like to coup de grace it by blasting it to pieces as your
To the
action?
proverbial smithereens?
Yes.
Yes. I'm going to do the coup de gracie.
All right. You blow it up in the area it cares most about, its phone. That's where it stored its heart. And so when that blows up, its regeneration turns off and it dies. There's actually
Ratio.
another way to kill it. I mean, fire damage did kill it in this instance, but if you guys had targeted the phone, I was also going to allow that to defeat it.
Out of data, noob.
But it melts into the nanite cloud, which, oh yeah, it definitely smells like brimstone in here.
As someone who smelled brimstone, it's remarkably like human flatulence.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
There you go. Ominous flatulence.
Ominous flatulence, which actually is my band.
All right, so that is Quentin, and it was right before the troll's turn, so that was a very good action, because otherwise the troll was going to regenerate and attack. So, good timing. However, we still do have the hacker devil, and it is pretty much uninjured. I mean, well, that's not quite true. It took a little damage, but not too bad. It is going to
Die.
I think it's going to move forward.
Ooh, it's squaring up.
And yeah. And it's going so if I move through your reach, I'm going to provoke from you. Is that right, Bangy?
That is correct.
Yeah. It's not afraid of you though.
Okay.
I'll say, yeah, catch these hands. And then it reaches out to touch you.
Oh.
Doesn't seem so much concerned about hitting you with force.
Yeah. Well, I love that. Well, first I'm going to try to hit it. So I've got a 33 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Take 18 cold damage.
Is all of it cold, or is just some of it
That
cold?
is a very good question. It is all cold.
All right, it seems to resist a little bit of that,
Okay.
but it takes most of it.
Cool.
Then it is going to, basically its hand, which if you can see it, the image, it's got that one cybered up hand where it's got ominous claws and all that. Part of its hand turns into an elongated robotic stinger / injector.
Don't love that.
And it's going to inject you with nanobots.
Really don't love that.
What's your EAC? And yes, I know it's a weird touch attack,
Yep.
so it targets your EAC, not your KAC.
23.
Yeah, it gets you. Nanobots flood your system, swarming your biology and starting to, they travel through your blood, and they go primarily to your brain.
Nope.
Again, let's not think too hard about this because they're really not anywhere. This is all just code.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see your blood change colors in your veins, and it's going to deal some damage to you. Why don't you make a fortitude save?
Okay at those.
Have you seen Superman 3?
I mean, I've seen The Real Adventures of Johnny Quest. I'm not a fan of where this is going. Hey, that's
Oh.
funny.
Well, that was very good. So the good news is you take half damage, which was 18, so 9 damage.
Mhm.
And you are not confused.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I thought confusing you would be good, but I guess fortitude save versus the big lizard was not a great plan.
Yeah.
Especially when they're in your backyard.
All right. That is it for the Hacker Devil. So that will bring up Hekimino.
Do I have whatever line I need to the Hacker Devil from here, or do I have to move?
You can't see it clearly. The servers are all in the way.
Right, so I need to move.
Yeah.
If I move here, can I peek around the corner?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
So move over here, peek around the corner, and I'm out of nukes, so we'll do a second level mine thrust.
Okay.
I don't know. So I don't know if that changes the difficulty, but if it does, then it goes down to a 17.
I believe it does, and so I still fail though because I rolled badly.
Okay. So that's 4d10. So 19 damage.
19 damage. Hey, that's still quite good.
Yeah. Trying to still be the DPS here. Which is the form that it takes. I'll just be like, I'm still the DPS here, and then like a bunch of like WoW like counters. You know what I'm talking about? Like those programs that people run alongside of it.
Mods
Yeah.
just like
Just mod like like all over his screen, like coming down the left and right side of the screen, calculating random crap, slowing down his system.
He unfortunately knows exactly what that means, and he does not like it. All right. Sounds good. And he'll say, you're trying to do me like that? That's awful sus, man. Skritic.
Well, I think I'm just going to try to use the element of surprise and dart around and blast at the devil.
Absolutely. And if you want a trick attack, you could use stealth for it. I don't really see how survival is applicable here. Just don't.
I'm just going to pop out from stealth and try to shoot him. So I'm going to stealth at it. Let's see. Stealth, click. For 38. I think that hits.
Yeah.
All right.
That definitely hits.
All right. So damage without the trick bonus, or attack without the trick bonus. Well, a 14. I don't know about a 14 though.
Oh, well, it is flat-footed, but I still think that misses. Yeah, that still misses.
That's
just and you're shooting with what? Your tactical pistol?
Yep. Tactical semi-auto pistol.
You just glance some monitors in the background. So we'll just add 1 to that total. There, Quentin.
I hate you so much.
All right. So that's it for Skritic. That brings up Bob.
All right, Bob is going to make a mad rush all the way, this way through here to the other side of this door, which should be 30 feet from where I was at. And when I'm on the other side of that threshold, I use my computers, and I'm going to seal that room again.
Now, by my count, you would have to go right past it.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, then it will reach out and claw you.
That's fine.
What's your kinetic armor class?
My kinetic armor class is 19.
It gets you.
Yay.
For 19 slashing damage.
19. All right.
And then, you can go ahead and make your computers check.
Okay, and I'm still going to use my bypass on this too.
Okay. I'm going to say it has basically disadvantage for being distracted.
Okay. So that would be +2. That'd be 19. Oh, did I fail on that? Oh, yeah, I failed on that. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you automatically fail.
Yeah.
So the doors actually he presses like an override and they seal in position.
So they're still open. Okay.
They're still open and in fact like locked open.
Oh, boo. Okay. I was trying to seal him in there with you guys.
Well, you went and hacked.
Yeah,
some
well, I
more?
went and hacked the computer main terminal.
Oh, and I forgot to do this on the bad guy's turn, so I'll do it on your turn. Amu, give me another fortitude save.
I don't want
Well, you can fail if you want to. That's fine.
Does a 25 work?
25 does work, so you will take half damage. Isn't that good? Half of this 3d6 I'm rolling. Oh, wow. That was a very low roll. So take 3 damage.
Oh, boy. That's not too bad.
Yep.
So that was a natural attack it used on Vengi, right?
It basically cast a spell. It did specify that the spell doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity because it's a touch spell. But it seems to be... it did make a natural attack against Bob, though, just a moment ago with its claw.
And it hurt.
Okay. As we're going to slide over here next to Vengi.
That space you can't actually occupy without opening it up. You could walk around.
Oh.
That's like
No,
the
I
little
can't.
areas in. Well, you could, I think, get to this space.
I can't get to Vengi.
Oh no, not to Vangi. 1, 2.
What's your
Sure,
speed?
you could. You could get to here.
My
Your
speed is
speed is-
currently 15.
Yeah. So that's only 3 spaces away from you.
Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's true.
Hello.
Hi.
Get boosted. We're going to tag you with a double booster.
Nice.
It's going to be the toxicology booster. Any living creature attacking the affected target with a natural attack takes a -2 penalty to the attack.
Nice.
This penalty is a poison effect. The attacker has active environmental protections, which doesn't appear he would. The penalty applies only after the attacker is hit.
Sweet. And so,
And I'm assuming the AC one would be the best at this point for the just regular boost. Actually, hold on. What's my genetics boost? Yeah, that's not helpful. So yeah, the other half would be the +1 enhancement bonus to AC.
great. I'll take it. Thank you.
He's what we do.
All right. And then wrapping up the round, I forgot that the other mini Quentin followed you, by the way, on your turn, Quentin, and also blasted the troll. So I just went ahead and moved that now. And then we still have this one, though, whose enemy is Bob. And it will continue to blast at Bob.
Can it hit me through the... So is this whole wall open now? Or is it just that opening that I ran through?
No,
okay.
the whole wall.
Oh, okay.
So it will shoot at you. What's your EAC again?
18.
18. This time it gets you 8 fire damage.
All right.
And we're back up to Vangi. Vangi going face to face with the Black Hat, the evil patch, the thing that's been behind these past, who knows how long you've been trapped in Quentin's mind. Seriously, who knows? How is time traveling in the outside world?
So yeah, she'll like look down at her, weirdly changing veins and kind of flex and be like, "You're going to regret getting close to me," and I'm going to full attack him.
Ooh, I forgot that was even a thing in Starfighter.
Yeah, I know, right? So I'm going to make 2 attacks at a -4 penalty each and see how we go. 26 to hit.
Yep, that's good enough.
Then take 18 damage.
Okay, it resists a little bit.
And then I'll do it again. Does a 17 hit?
No.
Okay.
All right. So, ouch. The lights in here are blinking ever more furiously, and you can see that the devil's body is starting to emit like waves of that nanite smoke as more and more of it starts to kind of discorporate under your attacks.
Neat.
Quentin, How do you follow that up?
I'd like to follow it up by killing him to death. And once again, he's still on the other side of Enki, isn't he?
Yep.
Yes.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. 10 of these at 5 feet would be 50 feet. What is my move again? My speed is 30 feet.
You could like move to there and take a shot.
Would I be able to get an angle and not necessarily kill Vanky and or, my understanding of the Akatonian language?
Yeah. Let's see.
Depends on if you're going corner to corner, right?
Well, but he would be in this square.
Yeah.
So that I don't you have to. I would say he has basically light cover from Vanky.
Okay.
Or do allies provide cover in Starfinder? One of those things.
I think so. I think they did.
They do.
Okay. So yeah, then he'd have some cover from Vanky, but it'd only be like +2 to his AC, basically.
Okay. How'd you say Black Hat is? 5'7", 2'6".
Yeah, 5'7", 6'4" with the horns.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I could shoot between elbow and her rib cage.
Nice.
That's what I'm going to do. Going to shoot.
Good luck with that.
Why you got to be like that?
Hey.
Look, if you land among the stars and lightly injure my spleen, it's actually fine. I don't care.
She's got a couple of those.
I did blast her with the laser plasma rifle downstairs in the lobby.
I have so much resolve. It's really truly unnecessary.
Is he standing right next to my amygdala?
No, so I'm going to say as part of the cover, you can also line up your shot to go pretty harmlessly into the corner there.
Okay.
If you miss.
All right, I'm gonna laser face him with my laser face. In fact, as of right this second, I have now decided missions from my plasma rifle literally come out the area that would look like my eyes.
In this realm, sure.
In this realm, they can. Yeah, this is my brain. So I'm going to laser eye him.
You're taking ownership of this is your realm.
22. Oh, it's my realm? He dies. He crumbles away to nothing. And I raise like the knighted bald mountain Chernobog. And I go, and I hover above the Pentagon. No.
All right, take it back. But you do hit
Kevin's realm.
Yeah. I thought that would be safer. I do hit. So 22. And then my frap gun does 1d10 plus 5.
And does it do electricity and fire damage?
It does indeed do such a
that's
matter.
Good. So the electricity damage seems to hurt him. The fire does not. But I think the way that weapon damage works is you'd need to be resistant to both of them.
Ah. So if I can get him, I can get him. Awesome. Crap. 8 points of damage.
Yeah. After that pretty awesome intro, it's you know. He says, "Aw, how small, how cute." When he says small, it's spelled SMOL.
SMOL, yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, I saw that. Rocket rifle to the face.
Well, that will have to be on a subsequent turn. But you can, if you'd like, make a separate D20 roll for your friendly bot.
For my creepy little brother. Creepy little brother rolled a 4.
It misses. It harmlessly impacts on Vangi's armor, dealing no damage to Vangi.
What?
Hey, I mean, that's also no damage to you.
That's true.
So that's Vangi and Quen. So, it's my turn. It's my turn. And then it plays like a little sound clip, and those like elongated faces with narrowed eyes starts peering out all over you guys, and it says, "Got you where I want you." And wasn't everyone within 20 feet of it make a will save? So I think, however, I do have to do something to not provoke.
Yeah, is this a spell?
Yeah.
I will save. No, I won't.
So do I make a concentration check? Yeah. Sorry, every system's just a little bit different.
Yeah, and just
terms
different
of-
enough to be really annoying to keep track of.
Yeah, I want to say it's pretty unusual. It's been a long time since I actually looked up the rules.
Yes, you can use your reaction to make a melee attack against the opponent. So go ahead. If you wish, you can make melee attacks against.
I definitely super wish.
We're not able to right now, am I?
24 hits, right?
24 does hit.
Take 20 for your trouble.
And you're correct, because you're flat-footed, you cannot.
Boo.
21.
You are armed with a plasma rifle, right?
I guess.
Or, I mean...
I've never really...
You can punch. Yeah, that's true. You
Yeah, I
never
can
did
punch.
anything. Yep,
Yeah.
That's totally fair.
6 points of damage.
21, unfortunately, will miss.
Ah, boo.
Miss its KSC. So, it will take 15 damage, but then you all have to make will saving throws.
It also
Specifically,
took,
you all...
It took 20 from me.
Well,
Oh, right,
it took 15
right,
from
because
you.
it shaves them off. All right, fair enough.
So, Amu, Bob, Vangi, Hecubino, and Quentin all have to make will saving throws.
I failed. I rolled a 4.
I'm hoping I succeed with the 26.
11.
Yeah, I got a 17.
Those of you... There was no one who was like at 20 or 21 or anything like that, right?
Thank you. It was 26.
I got a 26.
26 is good. So you make your save, but Bob and Amu and Hecubino and Quentin, you guys are all stunned for one round. So you lose your next action, and you can't take reactions. You drop everything you're holding, and you're flat-footed.
Gross.
As a blast, like a synaptic pulse, emanates from it, and basically it starts hacking all of your mind simultaneously. And it will start dredging up, I don't know, terrible memories, trapping you in your own unique little nightmare realms. Either memories or things you fear. So for Bob, it might be like, being repossessed on his indenture.
Yeah.
That is its action, though. So it goes back around to, well, let's see. The only person who isn't stunned right now is Skritic.
Stunned?
Well, yeah, but
I
you
wasn't-
just acted.
Okay,
So
fair enough.
I'm wondering if he'd be arrogant enough to not realize that I wasn't in the area of effect and I could act like I was stunned and then basically try to charge him when he's not paying attention to me and stab him.
you could certainly try to make a bluff check with that.
Okay. Not my best trick skill, but sometimes you just got to go with what inspiration strikes. Oh, a 27?
So that would normally not be quite good enough, but I am giving you a +2 circumstance bonus because he is really arrogant. So that does.
All right. Well, then I will run up there.
Which tells you something about his CR, I'll point out.
Yeah, it does. And try to stab him.
You're stabbing with a knife?
Yep. So I kind of stagger, holding my head, and then in a blink, dash forward and slash out for 25.
Yes, that'll hit.
All right. So 5 plus.
Trick
Was it
attack.
48 these days? Let me double check.
I believe it is 48.
I love rogue types. It's like 5 plus a stupid amount.
Yes, it's nice. Yeah, 48. Okay, just wanted to make sure. For 11, so 16 total
16
damage.
more? Ouch.
And-
You guys are piling it on.
And I will make him off. Whichever one does the defense.
Flat-footed?
Flat-footed, yes. I can
Great.
either do off balance or flat-footed, so I'll do flat-footed.
Great. Yeah, flat-footed penalizes his AC by 2.
Yeah.
So,
Excellent.
considering his AC is definitely, in the low 20s, because 21 missed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. Great. Okay. That's a pretty effective action from Skritic. Let's see. Hecubino is stunned. Bob is stunned. Amu is stunned. The laser bots are not stunned, and one of them's going to shoot at Bob because that's all it does. It will hit you, Bob, for 7 more fire damage.
All right. I am out of stamina points.
And back around to the top, Vangie not stunned.
Yeah. She'll look around and be like, snap out of it, guys. And I'll full attack again.
Okay. Full attack is definitely made better by him being flat-footed.
Exactly. That was my hope.
That's what I was hoping. Yeah.
So thank you for that, because that's really cool. That's going to be a 25, which will hit for 22 damage.
Oh, geez. Ow. That really stings. Okay.
Nice. Like it. Then go again, which will hit again
Yeah. Oof.
for 21 damage.
Okay, so he drops to one knee. Quentin's stunned, so that's good. So I get to act again. And he will hold up his hand, and in his hand is a small glowing ball that looks a lot like the giant energy ball that was kind of forming Eye of Sauron style in the pillar outside. And those of you with spellcraft, as you kind of snap to from your stun, or mysticism rather, will recognize mysticism, or even just engineer. People will recognize this as a dangerous energy weapon, or the spell explosive blast, which is basically the Starfinder equivalent of fireball.
He's got a thermal detonator.
No!
But he seems almost entirely discorporated and like really struggling. It's like, all right, I think we can talk about this. And he seems to be like holding it like as if ready to cast the spell, but is almost completely gone. So he seems to be like basically holding a ready to action to cast a spell if somebody attacks him or does something. But he seems to be asking for a parlay. What do you guys do?
And you will say, do you really think you can get the spell off before I discorporate you?
Do you really want to risk your friend's memories?
You're a devil.
Friend is such a strong word.
All right. Here's the Hecubino is still just like peeking from around the corner because he's not gonna get. He's got cover to this fireball.
Yeah, there's stacks and stacks of servers of Quentin's memories are providing you valuable cover.
Yeah. Here's the negotiation. You leave this place. We'll partition a section that you can hang out with until we extract you, and then you get to live in one of Amu's servers, and he gets to feed you sometimes.
And I want to look at your code.
I hate code reviews. However, Vaggie, give it a quick intimidate check.
Yeah. That's, well.
And Hecubino, you can give it an intimidate check as well if you wish.
Yeah.
He does kind of recognize that he is in melee and there would be attacks of opportunity that he might not survive.
I have a 25 intimidate.
Yeah.
Yeah, 23.
And in exchange, you don't kill me.
No, we don't kill you, and we actually give you your own little stripe to haunt. And again, Amos actually a pretty good caretaker, assuming that we can get him back from all of this damage that you did.
Well, I'm not really a pet. More like an elite hacker agent.
Yo.
Provocateur.
Well, how do you feel about being a pet or being dead?
Man, my friends are all going to drag me about this. Sheesh. Well, I guess it's better to take the L. All right. TFW. Put into a frickin' drive. Okay. Deal. And the energy ball discorporates, and he kind of holds up his hands. And with that, Quentin and Bob, you can obviously assist in this since you've actually provided a lot of the access. But Quentin, you can take back over your mind.
Yay, sunglasses drop down from the ceiling on all our faces.
Deal with it.
Poggers.
Yeah, you have a momentary celebration where you can do something silly if you want, Quentin, because they're all still in your mind until they figure out the eject button.
Quentin leans back with a smug look on his face, just as across the screen going, whoa, and then it loops, whoa, and then it loops, whoa. It's awesome. Awesome.
And with that, you guys have saved Quentin from the elite hacker devil Black Hat and the evil patch that was infecting him. And maybe next time,
Critical hit.
you'll find out who sent him and their
They
nefarious
saved
plan.
Quentin's brain.
We're going to put it in a jar and sell tickets to it. All right. Thank you, everybody, for checking us out this week. Hope you had a lot of fun, as much fun as we did. And until next time, remember, here's hoping all of your dice rolls are critical hits.
This podcast is copyright 2022 by Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC.